Welcome to the fourth Saturday video hop. We're here outside one of Croydon's famous buildings, the NLA Tower, and now known as Croydon #1. Let's see how local artist Kate Marsden is inspired by this building. So these are some of the things that you've made.
Yeah, so these ones, I should probably take them out so you can see them well in the plastic. But these are prints that I've actually produced here at Oaks Park Printmakers. So this is an embossed print, which I'll...
It's amazing, of our beautiful Croydon
number one. Yeah, I can show you how I did that one a little bit later on.
Thank you.
And this one is a reduction lino print. So with this, you create the first layer for the print and cut that away and print that colour.
Right.
Then you cut another lot away from the lino again and print the next colour on top. Cut it again, so they can't be replicated.
Oh, okay.
Because
So
once you've cut, once you've cut, so I mean, I think I did about 20 of this, but so you can see that the first colour was the yellow.
Yes.
And then there was the pale pink, and then there was the dark pink that was printed over the top of that.
Wow.
So all I've got left of that is the part of the block.
Wow. So
which I've probably got here somewhere actually, so I could probably show it to you.
It's wonderful. I love it, and I love that building.
And so they're all sort of inspired. So everything is
a little pin.
Yeah, everything is taken from the same original drawing.
Right.
So I've drawn it and then I've kind of got it in various guises.
We have one of your prints up actually.
Oh, have you?
Ben's got it in his Here's your material. I'm going to be making something with that later.
So this is the one that has been turned into the wallpaper at Fairfield Halls.
Oh yes.
So I don't know if you've seen it.
I haven't. I've seen it online.
They are open some of the time now, aren't they? I think. I'm
sure
sure I saw something that was happening there. So kind of, and then this one is a tea towel version. Which is actually screen printed, and I had that done for me.
Yes.
And then cards and notebooks as well. So these are all sort of different things. But this one, this is the one I was going to show you.
Beautiful.
This is actually based on a lino print.
Right. Yes.
Which I've produced here, and I've used these blocks multiple times.
Right. Yes.
For different images, and I can show you. Those blocks if you like.
I'd love to see them. I think we would love to see them.
You can see where they come from. Right, let me grab. Got in here. A right mess here because I've been having.
You've been working.
I've been having a go at doing printing and etching, and it isn't working.
Do you find? I think you've been working. Do you find it work or do you find it like play?
A bit of both, but actually, if I'm going to be productive, I have to look at it as work. And as I'm only as I'm only in this studio one day a week,
right?
This is it. So these are the blocks that I've used for that fabric.
Okay. And this is lino.
This is lino.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Where are the other ones? I've got a big. Oh yes, so these ones are the cutout shapes.
Wonderful.
Been used for different things, and then. So for that one, I produced a print with these blocks, and then I scanned it and digitised it and tidied all the edges up in order to make that pattern.
Yes, yeah.
And then this is actually the block that I used for the #1 Croydon, and this is a letterpress block.
A letter, yes. Okay. And so this is from your design.
Yeah, so this particular one, I scanned it and sent it off. It was produced for me a studio down in Cornwall that produced these so that you can print on a letterpress. And we do have a letterpress printer over the table.
I don't even know what a letterpress is.
So this is, you can see in here, you've got the individual type. So this is where the type is all set out.
Oh, yes.
So this would stick on a plate in there.
Yes.
And then you get that embossed proper letterpress like you get on your wedding stationery, that sort of thing. So I haven't had a play with this one yet. I have done letterpress with this, but I haven't had a play with this machine since we opened the studio. So we got two presses in here. That one that you're looking at now is the one that I mostly use for lino.
Right.
And but I actually sometimes put lino on the etching press, which is the one in the middle of the room, which is the altogether more impressive one. And they are some boxes that I have printed this morning. So that's
hanging up on pegs.
Hanging up on pegs. They are going to be filled with orders, hopefully.
Brilliant.
And sent out. And let me find some paper.
I'm just taking a shot of the paint and the rollers too.
Yeah, so there you see you've got that selection of the different inks that I mentioned earlier. So you've got the etching inks and the relief inks, which are different.
Ooh.
I've got a mark on
in the
it.
drawers.
In the drawer.
So
this is my drawer.
This is your drawer. Your Faber, did you say?
No, it's Fabriano. It's Italian.
Wow.
So it's really nice stuff. It kind of makes all the other paper I use for drawing and everything else look in comparison. So it comes in the really big sheets. So I'm just going and it tears really beautifully.
Oh, I can hear that. I can hear how soft that is.
So
Let's hear that again.
So I can do 4 of these. Very tempting to get through all 100 sheets. If we're going to be embossing, we need to wet the paper first.
Okay.
So pop it in a tray of water. Just leave that there a moment and then I'll flip it over.
We're going to go through the whole process.
Yeah.
Lovely. Freddie's waiting there.
But for the embossing, they really don't want to get too dry. So,
okay.
tripping over a dog. Right, so I pop the tissue paper over the top just in case there's any ink or anything on the plate. And then I'm going to pop that in the middle and try and get that one straight. Pop the paper over the top.
Yeah.
And then pop the blankets down. Smooth them out nicely. Oh, what's that one there? We've got a lump. There we go.
So here comes the bit you need your Weetabix for.
Here comes the bit. This is why I go to the gym.
You don't need to go to the gym when you're doing this, do you?
Yes, but I do only do this once a week.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it depends on what you're printing,
Yes.
what level this needs to be at. So.
And the moment of truth.
Moment of truth. Oh, we've got an embossed bit of
Oh wow.
tissue paper.
A big reveal. Oh, it's wonderful. Wonderful.
And you have
Look
an
at
embossed
that.
print.
Coin number 1.
Yep.
Amazing.
And this is really nice.
Oh yes, it shows up beautifully in this light.
But it's and I think that's the thing. It's like the #1 Croydon drawing.
Oh yes.
Sheet. There it is.
Ah,
So that's
okay,
the
original.
that's what's left of the original block.
Yes. Wow.
And then this one I turned into.
Oh, I've seen your windows.
Yeah, that one I turned into a fabric as well.
Yeah.
So,
and the circles. I love the circles.
But these were all. I stuck all these together, and these are a print that I made as a 1 colour print with all of the different blocks.
Oh really? Oh, I haven't seen that one. I love it. Beautiful. Very inspiring. Very inspiring.
But I tend to use the same blocks multiple times with different.
Wow. Time to use some of Kate's fabric. Wow. I need to keep what I make very simple because years ago I used to make curtains and cushions, but I'm just starting out again, so I don't want to pressurise myself. Do I, Freddie? Freddie? Shall we do some sewing? Yeah, he's sitting under the table. I'm making a simple cushion, one that you don't have a zip, it just folds over. I followed a YouTube video and I'm going to leave the link down below. I'm not going to make this a tutorial. I'm just going to relax and do something very simple. I'm using my wonderfully vintage sewing machine purchased in the 1950s by my niece Katie's grandmother. It's very fitting that I should display my cushion on Nana's chair from the same era, from the 1960s. And here's the wonderful fabric that Kate designed and had printed. And here's my cushion. I recommend doing one of these cushions with the fold at the back, and you just slip the cushion cover in. I really recommend that. It was a lovely, a simple project. So thank you for joining me, and don't forget to follow the links to the other videos down in the description box. Thank you for hopping with me today, and thank you to Meri for organising this hop. Bye everybody.